Hey guys, this is Juju, and we're gonna have our third match coming up, and it's gonna be a fatal four-way ladder match. But there is something huge on the line. First of all, we have Primo, who had just been let go by the Assassins, largely because they felt that Primo had failed him many times during their run, or his run rather, with the Assassins, but this is his first match by himself in quite a while, so his opponent first is SlimKirby. And I'll tell you one thing, SlimKirby is on fire as far as being one of the greatest Let's Players in the history of Let's Plays, ever since it was first established in 2007. SlimKirby since late 2008, but really, if I had to pick a calendar year, I would have to pick 2009, but since 2009, SlimKirby has been the king of all Let's Players. You can put his record up against anybody, and he would take them all out. Unless there's a Let's Player that's watching this that thinks they can beat SlimKirby, prove me wrong. Like, show me something that Slim hasn't done, or hasn't done better. Show me if you can outdo SlimKirby. If you can, I might consider you the king of Let's Plays, but until then, SlimKirby's still the king. But anyways, their opponent is the new WWE Champion, Shawn Michaels. Now, here's what makes this match very special. The match is for the championship. Yep, the winner of this match becomes the WWE Champion. This is one of those once in a lifetime, well, not a lifetime rather, but once in a great, how do I put this? It's a once in a while type of thing where the major championship is on the line. Of course, we had a match earlier, but that kind of got scrapped. So the board of directors kind of hit the random button, and this is what we got: a fatal four-way match for the WWE Championship. You couldn't ask for a better match than that. But for Shawn Michaels, the odds of him winning are not good. But Shawn, of course, has been in this situation so many times where the odds were against him. More often than not, he overcomes the odds. In my honest opinion, he would overcome odds better than John Cena, because sometimes the odds could be so great, even Shawn Michaels couldn't fight out of it. Sometimes it doesn't work like that. And last but definitely not least is the man who calls himself the guru of greatness, the shaman of sexy, the Monday Night Delight, as he calls himself, John Morrison. Not to be confused with Jim Morrison, although Jim Morrison is really cool, and he was a tremendous singer, especially for the Doors. But no, this is, I guess you can say this is his great nephew, because he had a nephew and then he had a kid, and his name is John Morrison. So in a way, they're related, as far as John Morrison's great, as far as John Morrison is Jim Morrison's great uncle, great nephew, or grandnephew. I don't know what I'm talking about, folks. But no, he's the son of Jim Morrison's nephew, so that would make him his grandnephew. We'll just leave it at that. But in the meantime, Shawn Michaels gets a double clothesline And this match is set for 20 minutes. So these guys better not mess around. This is a golden opportunity for 3 of these men. For Shawn Michaels, however, this could be the match of this could probably set him back a couple of, I don't know, this could be a major setback for Shawn Michaels, as I've been trying to say, but you know, sometimes my speech sounds as if I had been drinking too much, which that is not true. Although I guess maybe so. And meanwhile, John Morrison is up on the ladder. He had his hands on the briefcase, and now SlimKirby and John Morrison are up on the top. Nope, back body and a super back body drop to SlimKirby, while John Morrison still has that briefcase. Meanwhile, wait a minute, Morrison still has that briefcase. He's still holding on to it. And Morrison fell down. Now, SlimKirby has that table. Of course, you don't win the match by putting somebody through a table, however. But you can use it to hurt. But you can use it as a weapon, though. That much I will say. And now Morrison leans the ladder up against the corner there. And an elbow to the head of Shawn Michaels by Primo. And now SlimKirby takes the ladder and sets it up. And now John Morrison once again has the championship. And Michaels is going to go right after him. But SlimKirby knocks the ladder down. But, Shawn Michaels and John Morrison, what the hell did you just do? He tried to go for a Starship Pain, but he ended up hurting himself, which is a bit typical lately of John Morrison. But I don't know what I don't know what to tell you. And oh my God, a Hurricane Rana DDT. I don't know if you saw that, to SlimKirby right on that ladder, on the edge of that ladder. And now John Morrison has yet another chair, or another table rather. Why do I think it's a chair? And a nice cross body to Shawn Michaels. Meanwhile, SlimKirby has the briefcase, and I cannot believe this. I cannot believe this. The winner of this Fatal 4-Way ladder match, and new WWE Champion, SlimKirby. I cannot believe it, folks. SlimKirby is the winner of this match and is the new WWE Champion. Fans, tell your friends, tell SlimKirby, tell all the other Let's Players, SlimKirby is the new WWE Champion. In fact, you know what? I'm going to send this video to him right now. But first of all, that's only our 3rd match of the night. Stay tuned for more. We still got a whole lot coming, but SlimKirby is the new WWE Champion. I cannot believe it, folks.